Welcome back to my hip series, Your Hips Don't Lie. Just kidding, that's not really the name of it. This is actually hip openers release a lot of emotion. So we are going to do that today. We're going to do one hip opener, just one hip opener exercise that you get to utilize so that you can start to release any pent up emotion in the hips. Let's talk about real quick. Why do the emotions pent up in the hips? There's some scientific. So what happens is back in the day, and I'm talking like back when we were hunters and gatherers for our food, we would run to go and get them. So what happens is when you get into that fight or flight position, your mouth closes, your hips get that fuel that it needs so that you can run away from it. What's happening now is that we are still getting that fight or flight experience. This is the emotional trauma. But now we don't run. We don't run away from the lion. We don't run away from the tiger. We are usually just sitting in our car and yelling at the person in front of us, but our hips are just stuck, right? We're not doing anything. We're sitting. So we still get that same emotional response, but we're not getting that physical experience anymore to get it out. So that's why hip openers are really important. And so we're going to do some of those today. Well, just one. All you're going to need today is a chair. So grab one. Excellent. You've got your chair. What we are doing here is called seated pigeon pose. So I'm going to give you two different ways to do this. This is going to open up the hips. So if you're not open here, if you're tight, if you're locked, especially if you run a lot, this is going to be something that is going to feel a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to share with you just two different ways to do this. One is you can take your right leg out long and bring your left ankle on top and then fold forward, starting to feel the hips, starting to feel into the back of the legs where you're getting the stretch. All of this is connected, by the way. So if you're like, I only feel it in the thighs, it's totally fine. That's one way to do it. Or keeping your right foot on the ground, bring your left foot on top of your right thigh and fold forward just as far until you feel that sensation, that sensational experience happening in the left hip, right in here. You're gonna hold this for 8 breaths. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the inhale. Deep breath out. Slow releasing exhale, preferably 7 or 8 counts out. There we go. And then you're gonna bring it back up and relax it. Other side. Here we go. So again, same thing. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. And one side might feel completely different than the other. Why is that? Because we usually stand in one leg more than the other. So once you're done with that, you're just going to shake it out a little and relax. You can continue. I like to come to the edge of the seat so that now it's a little bit more to have to work with than the hips. So bringing again the foot up, fold it forward, maybe going a little bit further into the pose here. Don't try to force this though. You really want to be able to give your body time to relax and release the tension that are locked up in your hips. Be sure to click that follow button for some more. I'm going to give you a lot more exercises that are going to help open your hips and release any emotion. Also remember, it's okay to release the emotion when and if it shows up. Have a great day.